The next one is number 4. Okay, that is 20x squared plus 11x minus 3. Is it in this form? Yes, it is in this form, so we're good. We continue. We multiply the first and third terms. So 20x squared times negative 3, and that is negative 60x squared. So we now find the factors of negative 60x squared. Remember that it's going to, because it's negative, it's going to be negative and positive, and also positive and negative. We have to consider all the factors. So let's start 1 and 60. So this is let's do negative x and 60x. And the next one we have is, let me use something to divide it. And the next one will now be x and negative 60x. Okay. Then we have 2x, negative 2x and 30x. And the next one will be 2x and negative 30x. Then we also have negative 3x and 20x. Then 3x and negative 20x. Right? We also have 4, negative 4x and 15x. Then 4x and negative 15x. Then negative 5x and 12x. Then 5x and negative 12x. Right? We also have negative 6x and 10x. And we have 6x and negative 10x. Okay, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I think this is it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this will give us a negative 59x. And this will give us negative 59x. This gives us 28x. And this becomes negative 28x. This gives us 17x. And this is negative 17x. This gives us 11x. And this is negative 11x. So you don't really need to write all of them. I mean, so you don't waste time. Okay? But right now I've seen what I need, 11x. So I just circle it. Because I want this video to be short, I want to kind of minimize the video time. So I will now have to plug it in, replace with that. Okay. So this is 20x squared plus 11x minus 3. You replace it, 20x squared. You write as is minus 4x plus 15x minus 3. Right. So let's go ahead and factor out 20x squared minus 4x, and then 15x squared, 15x minus 3. What comes out here? 4x comes out. 20x squared divided by 4x will give us what? 5x. Minus 4x divided by 4x is minus 1. Alright, I want you to do it, when you bring it out, 20x squared divided by 4x, 5x, then negative 4x divided by 4x, negative 1, or minus 1, whichever one. Then here 3 comes out. 15x divided by 3 is 5x. Negative 3 divided by 3 is negative 1. So when you have this, you can now smile, right? So let's see what it will be. It's now going to give us that 20x squared minus 4x plus 15x minus 3 will give us 4x into 5x minus 1 plus 3, 5x minus 1. 5x minus 1 is common. If you factor it out, what is remaining is 4x plus 3. And that is it. Now, some of you might be confused here. Why is it like that? If you're confused here, it's pretty simple. That's the same thing we've been doing here. If you bring out 5x minus 1, right? You now do 4x, you now do 4x times 5x minus 1 divided by 5x minus 1. What is remaining? 4x. Okay, then you also do 3 times 5x minus 1 divided by 5x minus 1. What is remaining? Plus 3. And that is it. So whether you write it like this or you write it like this, it's still the same thing. Okay? Alright, now the next thing is to check. I want to check. Okay? So, to see whether I'm right. So what I'm going to do now, I'll plug it in. 5x minus 1 times 4x plus 3. You can use the FOIL method, right? First, if we use the FOIL method, first, outer, inner, last. First is 5x times 4x, and that is what I've been using anyway. 20x squared, then the outer is this outer, 5x and 3. 5x times 3, 15x. The inner is negative 1 times 4x, which is negative 4x. And then the last is negative 1 times 3, which is negative 3. Then you now write as is. Write it as is. 20x squared plus 15x minus 4x minus 3. So this is 20x squared plus 11x minus 3. Back to your question. Back to your question. So, I'm sorry. So please go ahead and try it on your own. The next video segment we will do 5, 6, and 7. Yeah. I hope you understand it. If you have any question, please in the comments you ask your questions, and I will get back with you. So thank you so much for listening, and you have a good day.